From Chicago streets to the courts beat, South Scott Dan on the podcast seat. Bulls breaking news, talking stats and views. Every player, every play, we never lose. Horns over hoops, we're the Bulls troop. From game analysis to fan scoop.
What's good, Horniac Nation and Bulls fans worldwide, and welcome to another action-packed episode of the Horns Over Hoops podcast, featuring your hosts, Sal Bass, Scott Berman, and Dan Gracie. Gentlemen, you guys are looking rather happy and upbeat, given the fact that we just took a 40-point shellacking last night at the hands of the Toronto Raptors for our very first Summer League game of the season. We got to see newly drafted Noah Asenge, as well as my fan favorite Yuki Kawamura, finally make his Chicago Bulls debut. We'll get to that later. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
Good, doing good.
Nice. Okay. Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
Scotty B, how you doing?
I'm just tired. The storms have been keeping my dogs pacing in my room all night, so that's fun.
Yeah, you gotta love storms. I'm a big fan of storms, but no storm is bigger than how we always start our shows off, and that's with a little Tuesday trivia. And gentlemen, with it being Summer League, I thought no better Tuesday trivia than to make a little Tuesday trivia themed around the NBA Summer League. And today's Tuesday trivia question is, can either of you gentlemen tell me who holds the Summer League record for most points in a single game?
I have no idea. Did LeBron do Summer League? Because I feel like it might be like
I was
LeBron.
wondering that the other day. I was thinking the same thing, but I don't think he played Summer League. I could be mistaken, but
Can I get
So
a
wait,
year?
no.
Yeah, can I get a year range? Like in what
I'll
decade?
give you the year.
Okay,
2009.
even better. 9? I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Who came in the league around 2009?
Right, that's kind of where I was thinking, like, who was a rookie in 2009?
Either you guys just want to take a blind stab?
Zach LaVine.
Okay. Good guess, but no. Dan Gracie?
Ben McLemore.
All right. Ballsy. That is a ballsy guess, given the circumstance that Mr. McLemore has recently got himself into. But no, the single season holder, or the single game record holder of a Summer League for most points in a game was actually by a Bulls legend. He didn't play for them at the time, but he played for them later on down the line. But the record holder is 47 points at the hands of Mr. Anthony Morrow. He did it, of course, for the New Orleans Hornets back in 2009, registering 47 points, and it has yet to be topped, a record standing about 16 years now. So I didn't expect either of you to get it, but it would have been a fun trivia question nonetheless. But gentlemen, we got a great show today. It's going to have a lot of information packed in such a small hour-long segment. We're going to be covering the Bulls Summer League and how they look thus far. We're going to be addressing some rumor mills. We hear that Kobe and Io are on the hot seat to be traded, so felt it's only just to address those, as well as why the Bulls have yet to sign their ace in the hole, their guy, Josh Giddey. We've been patiently waiting, and I think I know why, and we'll get to that later. But let's start out first with the Summer League game. Gentlemen, the Bulls took an absolute waxing last night at the hands of the Toronto Raptors. It didn't seem like there was very much going right, with the exception of a few little positive notes. But I want to hear your guys' interpretation of it. What did you guys think of the Summer League game against the Raptors?
I mean, I never take Summer League too serious, just because, I mean, it's a bunch of guys trying to get in the NBA or rookies just trying to get their feet wet. So yeah, I mean, it was a brutal beatdown, but I was mainly just watching Yuki, Boozy, and Noah. That was pretty much it. So, I mean, it was a Summer League game. It doesn't really fucking matter.
Yeah, I share that. I was watching for those 4 players and throw in Freedom, Liberty. Everyone else was more or less filler for me. Scotty B, I'm sure you got something to say about Summer League.
I got all sorts of things written down about that game.
Outstanding.
This Bulls Summer League team is absolute dog shit. I think there's maybe 3 or 4 players that actually have NBA experience compared to the Raptors, which I would say, I know their whole starting lineup has NBA experience and a decent amount of their bench, but this team looks terrible. And really that's hurting some players, especially Yuki, because he's a facilitator. And if he's passing someone a ball and they immediately turn it over, it doesn't look good on him. Like there was one play where he drove to the basket, made this ridiculous pass to a guy right underneath the basket, and then he just turned it over.
Didn't the Bulls have like 33 turnovers or something?
Yeah, they looked terrible.
Yeah, it was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah.
I know at one point they were battling with having more turnovers or almost as many turnovers as points, which is never a good look. But what else you got, Scotty?
Speaking of Yuki, I would love for him to make the team. I don't think he will. And because the rest of the team is so bad that it's like he doesn't have a chance to show off his skills as much as we would like. Like he's just too small for the league. Like he can guard the point guard and that's about it. And he struggles to do that sometimes because he's just so small. He can't really shoot that well. So I really like him. I feel like everybody loves him, and they talked about it even last night with the Grizzlies. Fans loved him. But really, the only 2 people that looked decent were Javon Freedom Liberty and Matas. And Matas kind of looked like shit for half the game. He couldn't hit anything. What I did see is he had the confidence to take shots, and he had the confidence to go at people. And that's what I want to see. Plus, he had that ridiculous dunk.
The filthy windmill?
Yeah.
My goodness, dude.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Why didn't he do stuff like that in the dunk contest? Like something like that?
Because AT&T paid him to use their shitty ball.
Oh, yeah.
That he couldn't grab.
Ball. Yeah.
They literally said he made more money using that shitty ball, even though he knew it was bad because he knew he was going to lose after Mac did his first dunk. He said it was over.
Yeah.
Freedom Liberty, I like him. I hope he makes the team. He looked good. He didn't. The same thing. He was driving. He's going to make the team.
He looked good last season for him, but they still didn't sign him.
He's on the Windy City Bulls.
I really think I would rather have him than like some of the other. He's going to be end of the bench player.
Yeah,
for sure.
But I think they should keep him. Noah just doesn't seem ready for the step up in competition. I think the big thing is he doesn't understand the spacing of the NBA, where he was just kind of in the same spot as somewhere else like half the game.
Yeah.
His scoring issues showed up last night. I saw several air balls, even on wide open jumpers. One of the things I did like is he is kind of always looking at the court. And there was one play where he saw that they weren't paying attention on a inbound, and he immediately just started sprinting down the court and got an open dunk. He did do some pretty impressive things on defense. He seemed like a good post defender. They couldn't really score on him down low. He got a couple steals. He got a block. So I think his defense is going to be okay. His offense is going to struggle, and his spacing is going to be an issue for him. But I think he had like 7 turnovers like yesterday. So
there's a lot of turnovers.
Yeah.
I think he's just learning how to play the American style.
I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He's going to end up in the G League for a little bit, and I think he'll end up on the Bulls. Albrick, the guy we got in the second round, absolute dog shit. He probably will get cut. He will not make the Windy City Bulls. He is not. He is terrible.
Of course, they're playing him out of position. You draft the man as a stretch 4 and you throw him at the center. Typical Bulls move here. I think he's like, what, 6'9"? 6'9", we're going to throw him out there in the center position. I kind of took that as it is a Bulls move. I kind of took it as a
Donovan move. Billy's kid is the coach of the summer league team.
I forgot about that until I saw him. I'm like, what? I'm like, is that like Billy Donovan's kid? I forgot about that. You guys, I mean, here's the thing. You guys got to understand, and I know you guys do. First organized basketball from a long off season, and I don't want to say it doesn't really mean anything because these gentlemen, all of them are playing for a contract, but it was the first game back. You're going to see it for the first preseason game, and you're probably going to see it the first regular season game. Is they're shaking off the rust. Also, these aren't your typical all-star caliber players. These are players, like I said earlier, battling for a roster spot. So I was anticipating a sloppy game. I wasn't anticipating a 20-plus turnover game, and I definitely wasn't anticipating a 40-point shellacking. Toronto Raptors, I mean, my hat goes off to them. They got some studs on their team. AJ Lawson, Shed,
Yeah.
Mobo. I mean, they were lighting us up. I mean, there was a period of time where they were just lobbing it up, and it was like a give me alley-oop. The Bulls definitely do need to shake a lot of rust off. I don't have many complaints about the rookie. It was his very first professional organized game in uniform, and he handled it as well as he could. Matas, he even said, despite the stat sheet, he wasn't happy with his game. And that's what you want to see. You want to see your guy say, I don't care about the points. I'm playing terribly. I feel like I can do better. And that's what I love about Matas, is he has that drive to be better. As far as my favorite player on this team right now, Mr. Yuki Kawamura, you gentlemen know I've been a fan of his since last season. I was absolutely ecstatic to see he was on the Summer League roster. And to both of you guys' point, I'm going to say he does make this team. I think his fan favorite and his ability to have fans come out specifically to see him will be just enough to get him one of those two-way roster spots. I don't really see like Jameer Young getting the spot. I mean, Emmanuel Miller already got the contract right now, so I'm anticipating the final spot's going to go to Yuki Kawamura, because the guy is fast. At 5'9", he's quick. He makes incredible passes. The only downside is he's a bit of a defensive liability. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just they're going to need people to help him, you know what I mean? Which is going to draw a defender away from another guy, potentially leaving somebody open. But I mean, I'll sacrifice a little bit of defense just to have that facilitator and that speed type player. Plus, we also got to keep in mind, it's not like, even if we sign him, it's not like he's going to be coming in playing crucial minutes. It'll be, a few minutes here and there, either at the end of the game or injuries, what have you. But the landscape of this team is very much up at arms right now. We don't have a definitive angle because of rumor mills and what have you. Gentlemen, what do you think they need to do better for the next game, besides score more points than the other team?
Limit the turnovers. There you
Just
go. Try to keep that in at least the teens. But yeah, I think mainly it was the turnovers, and yeah, it was mainly just turnovers. I mean, how many points did the Raptors get off turnovers?
Several. I mean, it was a lot.
Now I'm guessing in like 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was probably
Because
enough to where
they're all like fast break turnovers too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like they like had to set up after. It was like turnover. Oh, we're doing a
fast break
2-on-1.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I honestly, like I said, it went as well as we expected it to. Scotty B, what do you think they need to do? I mean, obviously the turnovers were a crucial factor. And I think if they limit those, I don't want to say get rid of them all, but even if they cut that number in half, I'd say they'd be doing better. But what do you think?
Other than hold on the ball, I really don't care what they do. The only players, really, Noah is the only one I care about. Matas is just there. And I wouldn't be surprised if he just has like a big game and he just doesn't play the rest of the summer league.
Yeah.
So after this, I don't care what they do. Like, also, as I was watching, I was like, I can't believe people pay for this dog shit.
Yeah, it's more for
Like,
the experience.
The stadium was full, and I was like, really? You guys are going to Vegas
Yep.
and paying to watch bad basketball? And I think the problem is everybody, it's players trying to get into the NBA. So there's too much selfish basketball in this summer league, and it turns into players taking bad shots or trying to ISO and they just turn the ball over, or just like are out of position because they want to be the star. So really,
Agreed.
summer league is it's so terrible. But
I
want to see
basketball.
All I want to see is Noah just get his confidence up. Even if he's not scoring, I want to see his defense get better, and I want him to stop turning the ball over.
Yeah.
But
Of course, those all come
that's
with
about it.
time.
The rest of the team, I don't care what they do. I don't care if they lose by 30 every game. It doesn't matter. It's summer league. Like, individual performances in summer league don't matter. Like, it doesn't affect the rest of your career. Patrick Williams had like the 8th, he scored like 21 points a game during summer league, and then Io scored 12. Who's a better player?
Great point. Great point. Great point. The answer is clearly Patrick Williams.
Yeah.
It's never too early in the show to mention a Patrick Williams.
Yeah, even if you don't want to put Io, Scotty Barnes scored 15 points the same summer league. Who would you rather have on your team, Patrick Williams or Io? Actually, Trey Jones. He had the 8th top scoring. He scored 22 points a game, and he is barely on our team.
We just re-signed him.
Yeah, but again, he's a bench point guard. He's our 3rd point guard.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I mean, I liked the intensity that the players were showing, but for next game, we really got to limit those turnovers. I mean, again, I know it's summer league, but you went out there, you played your first game, you laid a goose egg, it didn't play as well as you wanted to. Next game, try to limit those turnovers to 3 or less per quarter. I'm not saying just completely eliminate them, 3 or less. If you end up the game with 12 points off of turnovers, I'd be happy with it. Again, these aren't the NBA regular season games. These are players just fighting to get a job. And it's commendable, but I'm with Scott. Aside from those four players there, the rest is just see who else is out there, what other options you have, because who knows, we might have some injuries down the road that we may have to come back and revisit some of these G League players. And for the record, if Yuki does make the roster and is on the Windy City Bulls, I'm fully planning on going on as many as possible. They have very reasonable ticket pricings. I am fully prepared to be a season ticket holder of the Windy City Bulls. So I do want to reference one point during the game. I don't know if you guys still had the game on. I watched the game whistle to whistle. Sorry for lost time, but I did. And that was the game had already been decided pretty much at halftime. And at the end of the game, Billy Donovan III felt that it was necessary to throw Matas out there down by close to 40. And the man goes up and kind of takes a nasty spill and was a little bit slow to getting up. What would you make of that?
Didn't see that. I turned it off like midway in the 3rd because I was just like, all right, it's 9:15. This game is dog shit. This is a waste of my time. I'm just turning it off. So I didn't see it. So I'm not gonna. I mean, I hope he's okay.
Yeah, he's fine, but
I'm not. Okay, all right. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna speak on something I didn't see.
Okay,
I can't.
I respect that.
Really talk about it.
Scotty B.
I turned it off at the end of the 3rd. Same reason for Dan is like I don't care. This is stupid, but all I take that as get him some more time on the floor, get his confidence up. He was struggling to shoot, so get him out there to shoot more. Like get his stroke back, but that's about it. Who cares? It's not like it's an NBA game, but I did find it funny at one point. The Bulls were down 20 and the announcers were like, the Bulls have had some big comebacks last year. And it's like, this isn't the Bulls. This is a different team.
Yeah.
Those were different guys, not these guys. Yeah.
Completely different roster.
Yeah, I always found it funny, like they were playing and then just they saw that the game was going nowhere, so they just decided to talk about like their personal life and like nothing pertinent to the game at all. So, but who knows? I mean, the Bulls have had a history of having some pretty subpar summer league games and having very good regular season games. I don't think this is a direct correlation whatsoever. I'm one of those NBA fans. Yeah. I'm just one of those NBA fans that once basketball is back, I'm all in. When you get to see your team play again, you're always excited to watch those games. So no matter how gruesome they are. But speaking of the real Bulls, gentlemen, now that the season is over and the champions have been crowned, we can move on to the rumor mills. And that is the Chicago Bulls have been the center of a lot of kind of interesting rumors. And they've all centered around 2 players in particular, and that are fan favorites Kobe White and Ayo Dosunmu, with a lot of experts kind of hammering that there's a very, very high likelihood that one of those players will be moved by the start of the season. We've seen several trade rumors come in. I'd like to hear what were your favorites were, or and whether you would take them or not. So, Dan, what rumors have you heard, and for what player?
The only rumors I have heard is going to the Lakers. I didn't see who in return. I'm against that trade just because I don't want Io in a Lakers uniform. It's hard enough seeing Luka in a Lakers uniform. I don't want to support two players on the Lakers. And then the other one is Patrick Williams. I just saw that the Bulls are trying to trade him,
Yeah.
but they're not getting anything in response because no one wants Patrick Williams. This was a colossal mistake by the Bulls by giving him 90 mil and to a huge bust. He's just such a bust. I'm so mad that we gave him so much money, but it is what it is. Yeah, those are the only two things I've seen. I haven't seen anything really about Kobe. I saw that there was that trade that I'm pretty sure we've talked about before where it was Kobe to the Magic
Jonathan
for
Isaac.
like, yeah, and like a first round pick or a second round pick.
2 firsts.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure 2 first. Okay. But yeah, we talked about that already in a previous episode. Go check it out if you haven't.
Darn right.
But yeah, that is the only rumors I've really seen. Every other rumor, I see it and I'm just like, yeah, that's a lie. There's no
Good mentality.
rhyme or reason why the Bulls would do this.
That's a good mentality to have, starting to look at trades on both ends of the table. Like, why would that team do this? Why would that team? I think the player that was the focal point of that Io trade to the Lakers was Dalton Connect. So would you trade Dalton Connect for Io Dosunmu? Me personally, I'd say no. But
yeah, I'm okay.
I'm gonna turn my attention to Scotty B. What rumors have you heard? What have you liked? Go get him, Tiger.
They actually might do a Dalton Connect move because he's a tall forward.
Yeah,
and
fair point.
Really, the Lakers haven't used him correctly ever since that trade failed. And he got pissed that he was back. They stopped playing him. But I think Dalton Connect's going to be a good player, and if he's in the right situation, I think he'll be good. The Lakers are a terrible team. They do not have a good roster. And it's because LeBron James is getting paid $60 million to just be there.
Or they're trying to get LeBron out.
Yeah. Well, I would too. Immediately when they sold the team, I knew LeBron was done. They want no part of him because why would you pay he's 42, 41? I don't know. But
I think he's 40.
Yeah, as good as he is, he's not worth the money. No one he doesn't try every game. He's not going for a championship right now, especially this year. He's not going to go for a championship. He's going on, well, I'm going to go on one last ride. I'm going to get a gift from every team. He's just kind of showing up, not saying that he's not going to score 20, 25 points a game and have a classic LeBron James year. It's just he's not going to give it his 100%, especially I just don't think they're that good of. They're not anywhere near the rest of the West in the playoffs. They're not better than the Thunder. They're not better than, I would say they're not even better than the Nuggets. They're not better than
the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves. Yeah. So Io is a good move for them because he's a player coming in on a $7 million contract who has shown that he can play defense. And that's one thing that the Lakers cannot do is play defense. Insert Luka getting burned all playoffs by every single player.
Yep.
But it would be a good move for them. I hope it doesn't happen because I like Io. And apparently he's starting small forward. So we learned that last night.
Oh, yeah. Weird. I forgot about that.
But really, if anybody's getting traded, I think Kobe White will get traded. And I think it'll be if they are struggling to get an extension near the trade deadline, Kobe will be gone.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a very valid point. Yeah.
Yep. But looking at the Bulls roster, we literally have 5 people under contract next year.
Yeah. And even the announcers during the game said that we do have the funds, but we got to move 1 or 2 players.
We have $43 million currently available under the first apron. but also you have to. How much is Giddy getting?
Yeah.
We'll get to that in a minute.
And also,
I'm excited to talk
remember
about that.
this is
Yeah,
this is Jerry's team, so you gotta remember that too.
yeah, and plus, Dylan Terry is about to become a restricted free agent, so someone's going to give him a $30 million contract.
Yeah, fucking
Whatever. I've heard the same rumors you have. I don't know if I'd really be happy with a Dalton Connect trade. I do know the Bulls were connected to him when he was being drafted. I know that was one of the guys that we were pretty high on. So it would be no surprise to me if we make a move to finally land the fish we were looking for. But I'm going to make a bold prediction. Wow. Let's speak words today. I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm going to say that the guy that I really want on the team will find his way on the team, and that's Jonathan Kuminga. I know Bulls fans across the nation are absolutely gunning for him to be on the team. The only thing holding it up is his contract.
Yeah.
Because he has kind of one of those, you don't know what we're in an interesting situation, and we'll get to it when we touch on the Giddy. Our priority is re-signing Giddy. So we really don't have the funds to say, yeah, Kuminga, whatever you sign, we'll sign and we'll match salaries and we'll send it, we'll send them your way. The Bulls really got to be smart about this because we don't know how much Giddy's going to be making, if he's even going to, again, we'll touch on that later. So we really don't have the funds to throw at a Kuminga. Like Scott said, we have $43 million. Let's just say, I know they already said they don't want to do it, but let's say Giddy gets $30 million. That leaves us $13 million to fill up the roster. Now, I know, throw in trades here and there, matching salaries, what have you, but I still think that a trade with the Golden State Warriors in the form of sending maybe an Io, maybe a Kobe, a couple picks, a throw-in player here and there, we land Jonathan Kuminga, and an ideal roster would be Giddy at the point. You have Io at the shooting guard. Then you have Matas at the small, Kuminga at the 4, and then Vooch at the 5. I'm not going to say it's going to be elite, but I think that team is better on paper, in my opinion.
Did you see, going back to rumors real quick, this is a rumor that I don't believe at all, but did you see, while you were talking, it reminded me. Supposedly, this might happen, I have no idea, where the Bulls do a sign-and trade with the Warriors, where it's Giddy for Kuminga, because they both want $30 million per year.
I saw that. Gilbert Arenas, I think, was the one who reported that, right? Scott?
Okay.
I don't know. Well, I don't trust anything Gilbert Arenas says. He says a lot of nonsense. Yeah. Also, that makes no sense for the Warriors.
Right? That's why I didn't believe it in the first. Right when I saw it, I was like, this doesn't check out. Why would the Warriors want
Curry
Giddy?
needs the ball.
Yeah.
I think it would be good with him and Jimmy would be good together, but I don't think it would work well.
I don't know. That's a lot of type A personalities on one team. I think one of the, again, a lot of things that we don't see behind the scenes is how players get along with each other. And I don't think that team will get along with a Giddy, a Curry, a Draymond, and a Jimmy Butler all on the same team. I think that would be an implosion ready to happen. So we'll see. Those are really the only rumors I've seen and then other little small trades that are minute and irrelevant. But I'm really hoping that we do find a way to land Kuminga because I was a big fan of that guy. I still am, you know what I mean? So we'll see. Gentlemen, we're about half hour.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You don't? That's
I don't,
all right.
I want Kuminga. Trust me, I do, but I just don't see it. I don't see a path.
This will be like the time, and Dan, you'll remember this because we were pretty high on this guy. This will be a time where, like, Chris Dunn, we followed Chris Dunn even before he got into college. And then we're like, man, if the Bulls would just get Chris Dunn, we'd be elite. He ended up getting drafted by the Timberwolves, and, good for him. And then when we finally got him, we're like, man, we got Chris Dunn. We're turning the corner. This is going to be an incredible team. And Chris Dunn kind of was a bust for us. He's still having a pretty successful career now, but he didn't pan out the way he wanted to. Chris Dunn,
where is he?
He's in Utah now.
Back in Utah?
No, he was in the Clippers. Okay. Unless he was.
No, he was on Utah last year.
He was on Utah, or was he on the Clippers?
Well, he was on Utah the year before. He's on the Clippers last year.
The year before,
right?
yeah. So
okay.
So I'm hoping that this is not a repeat of when we wanted Chris Dunn and Jonathan Kuminga comes to the team and just lays a goose egg. But we'll worry about that when he gets here because, gentlemen, we're a half hour through and it's time to bring up our main event, and that is why the Bulls have not signed Josh Giddey yet. This will be one of those segments where I'll give you guys your uninterrupted floor time, and then afterwards we can hammer away at each other. Sounds very suggestive, and I'm ready to take part of it. But whenever you're ready, Dan Gracie, your uninterrupted FaceTime. Why have the Bulls not signed Josh Giddey yet?
I think it's mainly because they're cheap. I think the second half of the season, everything post All-Star game has shown that he does deserve the $30 million per year. I understand why the Bulls are hesitant and don't want to, whether that be the whole Zach LaVine situation, the Patrick Williams situation, and the front office being just cheap. At the end of the day, like, he's our best player outside of Vooch and Kobe. Oh, and you went you traded Alex Caruso, who turned into a key piece for the Oklahoma City Thunder to become champions, to get this guy. So just pay him. You're giving all this money to bad players, being Pat, but when a good player wants money, you're just like, no. We can't do that. And what I don't want to happen is Giddy sign just a 1-year deal and then become a restricted free agent and leave.
Unrestricted?
Because did I say restricted? Oh, I meant unrestricted. Regardless, whatever. Y'all know what I mean. So, yeah, I just don't want that to happen at all. I hope they can find some mutual agreement and everything work out. But with this front office and their decisions, they've gotten a little bit better, the front office decisions, but I still don't trust this front office at all. So that's my view.
Very good. Very good. A lot of information there. I love it. Scotty B, why are the Bulls taking their sweet time signing the future star of this team, Josh Giddey?
I think there's two reasons. First, they don't want to pay him the $30 million that he's asking for. And really the problem is CJ McCollum got paid that last year and he's not better than him. I think they want to be closer to 22 to 25. And I think they're going to end up either paying around 27 to 30. I think they're going to end up paying him that. But the big issue is how the salary cap is kind of set up. They are pretty close to getting past the first apron. And if they do that, that's going to basically handcuff them. And I think another big problem is you give Giddy $30 million. You are losing Vooch next year. You're losing Zach Collins next year. You're losing Kobe White next year. You're losing Io next year. You're losing Kevin Huerter next year. You need to re-sign some of those players. So you're stuck with $18 million for Patrick Williams. You're giving $30 million to Giddy. They're going to re-sign Vooch. Everybody's going to be mad about it. They're going to re-sign Vooch because there's no other center that they can do. They're not going to draft a center. They're not going to trade for someone. They're going to re-sign Vooch. They're going to have to pay Kobe, and he's also going to want $30 million. So they're basically kind of in a bad spot. So they're trying to figure out what they can do for the future. And I think they started doing the right thing, getting rid of Levine's big contract, getting rid of Debo's big contract. Vooch, I'm hoping his contract kind of stays around the same, about $20 million. But it's just, I think they're just worried about the future, and they're not a team that's going to go over and go for it. They're not like what the Celtics were a couple of years ago. They're not what the T-Wolves, the owners of the T-Wolves just came out and said, we're willing to go over the second into the second apron to go for it. So they're not that type of team, but they're paying like that type of team. So I think that's the biggest issue. I don't think we're going to get Kuminga. I think this team is basically the same until the trade deadline, and then we'll try to make some trades and we'll end up with nothing. But yeah, I think that's the big thing. But they'll end up paying pretty close to the $30 million.
Okay.
Because
and then just
you kind of have to, like, as bad as it sounds, the same thing we said about Patrick Williams and Zach LaVine, you kind of have to. And I think this is going to work out better than Patrick Williams. Like, he's young. He didn't show that he's not worth the money because he kept getting better as the season progressed. So yeah.
Good. All right. So yes or no, you see him long-term 3+ or 5?
I think the Bulls want to do a longer term with less money.
Okay.
I think he wants more money, and I think he'll settle for less with a shorter term deal.
Okay. I like that. That's a good answer.
So 3 years, I think, will be what it's going to be.
That's good. A lot of good, again, another good information. Why the Bulls haven't signed Josh Giddey? Here's the reason. Everybody and their mother knows that whatever offer they're going to make Josh Giddey for the teams who actually have the money, because there's not a lot of teams out there right now who can just give $30 million to a random free agent.
Nets, by the way.
Correct. Yeah. There's
only
not
the
many
Brooklyn Nets have the money.
Yeah. So throw in that factor. Only a few teams have $30 million to even offer him. Throw in the fact that who's going to waste their time to sit down with Josh Giddey, agree on a contract just for the Bulls to turn around and say, yeah, we'll match it. I know the Bulls have already said, we're not giving you $30 million, which is already, I don't want to say shame on you too much because like Scott said, you still have to factor in, you still have to put together a roster next year. We got a lot of expiring contracts. I get that they've been bitten in the behind a couple times as far as bad contracts, but this doesn't strike me as a contract that would do that. Giddy has already shown leaps and bounds what the other aforementioned names have accomplished. And it's also this, like, Giddy knows his worth. If you are an NBA player, number one rule when it comes to negotiating contracts, know your worth.
That didn't work out for Schroeder. Remember when Schroeder wanted a bunch of money and he ended up getting like a vet min?
Yeah, well, kudos to him. I mean, but again, that was a Dennis Schroeder and a walk-in triple-double. Know your worth. I give my hat to Josh Giddey for standing his ground. No, I want $30 million. I've earned it. Your team was subpar, and the only reason your team remotely stuck out was because I was a big contributing factor that I deserve to be paid. You know what I mean? Yes, we didn't accomplish anything. We didn't get into the playoffs. We didn't do anything like that to garnish them, the front office saying, oh, absolutely guaranteed you're $30 million. You know what I mean? But accordingly, if you want to take the necessary steps to getting to your goal, you do need to lock up your good players. And for me, I think Giddy making $30 million is nothing short of unreasonable. He deserves that money. Now, again, why is it taking so long? Because we have other projects on the agenda. Did you notice that we didn't even mention Josh Giddey's contract? We're worried about making trades, trading Io, trading Kobe. And it's because of this. If we trade for an expiring contract or a restricted free agent like a Jonathan Kuminga, it takes away the money that we can give Josh Giddey, if that makes any sense at all. So why would we make a big trade for Jonathan Kuminga, not have any money to give Giddy, and then we lose out on him? Now, accordingly, Giddy could be an ass, and he could say, you know what? I don't want to sign anything. I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to sign the qualifying sheet. I'm going to be an unrestricted free agent next year. And now you lost Alex Caruso and me for absolutely nothing because your frugalness. So I anticipate before the season starts, you will see a contract extension. And the reason, Scott, why I asked you, is it between 3 to 5 years, is because I too agree that this is looking more towards maybe a 3-year deal with perhaps an option at the end, as opposed to a long time 5-year deal. And that's just because, like I said early, the one thing holding this team back is the fact that they didn't make the playoffs. They're still very much a mediocre team. So to give somebody $30 million when they really didn't accomplish anything as far as a team, Now, granted, that's not all on Giddy's shoulders, but he's a part of the team, so it affects him. Otherwise, had they been a playoff team, had they made it maybe past first round, Giddy would be getting his money and no questions asked. But I still think that before the season starts, you'll see Giddy signed in the form of maybe 3-year 80, 3-year 85, 90. I don't foresee him making $30 million long term. If it is a 5-year deal, I'd say 5-year 27, like Scott said. So, but I do think we're going to lock up our guy, and rightfully so. The man is going to be a walking bucket.
They just
Thoughts?
signed him.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Jeez, I'm like broken news on the Horns Over Hoops podcast.
I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Thoughts, prayers, hurt feelings. What do we got
About
Giddy? Any agree with anybody? Disagree with anybody?
I was going to say, yeah, I do want to switch. I think Giddy wants a long-term contract. I think the Bulls don't want to give him a long-term contract because they're worried about the same thing that happened to Patrick Williams. So
Yeah.
I want to switch it. So yeah.
I was just gonna say, Sally makes several good points. I do think it's not going to be a full 5-year. I do think it's going to be like a 3 plus like a player option at the end and everything. Yeah, and that makes sense to me. Like both you guys said, you do have to fill out the rest of the roster going forward and everything. So yeah, I still do believe that Giddy deserves the money that he's asking for and everything, but like I don't know, they might be able to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah, and they're a couple trades away from Giddy getting that money. If they can find a spot for Patrick Williams, if they could find a spot for a Kobe, I mean, or even dare I say it, let's say we strike gold and somebody wants Vooch. Maybe halfway through the season next year, there's a contender that just needs a big man to put him over the hump. We eliminate that money too. I mean, there's hope, but
I mean,
at where it stands right now,
at some point, Joel Embiid is going to get hurt.
yeah, exactly. Maybe a reunification of Vooch and the 76ers. Who knows? Time will tell. But did you guys see, because did you guys see what happened in Oklahoma City Thunder? Granted, rightfully so. They're the champions. They have $500 million invested in 2 players.
Yeah, it's like 80 or 90% of their salary is already invested and going towards Chet, Shea, and Jay Wills. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, like, guys,
$750 million are tied up in 3 people. That is wild. And
I mean, they have their young core. That's their young core. They're around for the long haul, but let's see how long they can, keep this kind of momentum. I don't think they're gonna go like back-to-back championships or anything like that. I don't have Oklahoma winning it all next season.
It's
don't.
Hard. I mean,
it's hard.
It's very hard. Like, you got to have the elitist of the elite to repeat. Dr. Seuss. You know what I mean? There's a reason why, like, if you look at all the teams that repeat, MJ and the Bulls, a roster of Hall of Famers top to bottom almost, Shaq and Kobe, you know what I mean? The San Antonio Spurs, the super team of the Miami Heat. It's very hard to repeat. Not saying it's not possible, but and I'll be honest with you, they do have a good chance because the league really hasn't shuffled the deck as far as, like, there was no super teams that really took a step back. I mean, if you count Denver losing Michael Porter, but
Boston is
Boston blew it up.
Yeah, Indiana's lost Miles Turner, so we'll see how that turns out. He was a big contributor.
Halliburton's not playing this year. They already said he's sitting out the whole year.
Yeah. So I mean, but
the East definitely got weaker.
Yeah, the East got weaker. The Knicks are going to be the Knicks, which is also probably, tying it back to Chicago, probably a big driving factor on why we're going to go so hard this year,
Well, yeah, with the Knicks, I've heard rumors that they're like, not everything was sunshine and rainbows like in the locker room. So who knows how the Knicks are even going to be next year.
Oh yeah. Again, I circle back. Just putting a team together of a bunch of names doesn't win you championships, because what the stat sheets don't show is player relationships. There are teams and players that don't get along well with each other, and putting them all on the same team on paper looks like 150 point a night game team. you're forgetting about the locker room issues that come into play. So we'll see. Should be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it. But gentlemen, I'm excited for this. This is my first time doing this. It is time for the best part of the show, and that is our newly loved game, Scottagories. Scott Berman personally reached out to me this week, and he said that he wanted me to take the reins because Dan was just such an easy target. He wanted to beat up on him and take the victory.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Scottagories.
Yeah, it's Sal Bassagories today. For at least this episode, I'll be running the Scottagories for today. And that, of course, is the segment of the show where we take a particular topic and see how many you guys can name. Of course, the rules are if you name one wrong, you're out. The other person has a chance to win it. Or if they get it wrong, it puts the player back in. There's 3 potential categories plus 1 fun one at the end. That's if one of you guys wins and the other one doesn't. Nonetheless, gentlemen, are you ready for the first ever Salagory? It doesn't even sound
Yeah,
good.
I'm ready to lose.
All right. So this category was all 3 of these were centered around the NBA draft, just because there is a lot of good knowledge to be found in the NBA draft. And that is we're going to start it off nice and easy. Gentlemen, can you name me in the last 15 years, there have been 11 teams who have had or held at one point the number 1 overall pick. Can you name the 11 teams who have had a number 1 overall pick? And I'll let you guys.
The last 15 years.
So since 2010.
Okay, 2010.
I'll let you guys duke it out, fight to the unalived to see who goes first.
I'll go first since
Okay.
I just lose all the time.
Okay.
Get it out of the way now.
You should be able to get at least one thing.
No, I know. So Dallas? No, Dallas didn't have. No, Dallas.
They
yeah,
did
Dallas,
this year.
my bad. They just did. Yeah.
Cooper
sorry. I was
Flag.
thinking about Luka.
Okay.
I don't think
Okay.
about Cooper Flag.
The Dallas Mavericks did in fact hold the first overall pick this year. Scott?
The Detroit Pistons.
The Detroit Pistons held the first overall pick in 2021.
The 76ers?
The Philadelphia 76ers have held the title twice, coming in 16 and 17.
The Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves have held the first pick 2 times, coming in 15 and 20. Ooh, this
How
is
many
a
do we
good
have
one.
left?
Yeah, how many do we have left?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I know my next answer.
Oklahoma?
The Thunder have not held a first overall pick in the last 15 years. My apologies, Dan Gracie, Scotty B.
Some things never
Name
change.
2 right now.
Okay.
The Spurs.
Yep.
They got Victor.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
20.
And the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers have held the first overall pick 3 times in the last 15 years, coming in 2011, 2013, and 2014. Very good. Gentlemen, the teams that you missed was last year's first overall pick, Zachary Risache, going to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yep.
The Spurs in 23, the Orlando Magic in 2022, picking Paolo Banchero. The Pistons in 21, the Timberwolves, the New Orleans Pelicans picking in 2019,
Zion.
2012, when they were still the Hornets.
Who's
Anthony
2012?
Davis. Anthony
Oh,
Davis.
yeah.
Oh, AD.
The Phoenix Suns in 2018. The Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes. That's
Steve Nash,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Just his answer.
actually Shaq.
And the one that you guys both missed and would never have gotten in 2010, the Washington Wizards.
Who did they pick?
Was that John Wall?
John Wall. I knew
okay.
it. Very good, gentlemen.
Yeah, I would have never got the Wizards. I think the Wizards and the Hawks
thought that
were
was
the ones I
further
wouldn't
away.
have got.
Yeah, I don't think about the Hawks ever.
I would have thought you guys
The
would have
Hawks are going to be
got
good this year. I'm going to tell you right now. Hawks are going to be good.
Okay.
I mean, probably.
We'll see.
Probably.
Point goes to Mr. Scott Berman. Congratulations, sir. Number 2, second category of the day. That is, again, another draft one. That is, gentlemen, we're all very familiar with who the number 1 overall pick has been. I mean, we could probably name them off right now, but that's not the game. Can you gentlemen name me the number 2 overall picks from the last 15 years.
Sorry, YouTube. Second.
Dan, I always
don't
love
know.
how
I
like
don't even
we're
remember
we're
who's-
4/5 of the way into the podcast when you apologize for swearing. Like this whole podcast has been just one giant F-bomb, and it's not until the end.
To be fair, I feel like I've only cursed like 3 or 4 times this time
You've
around.
probably about 15.
I'm trying to cut it down, guys. I
You're
truly
doing good.
am.
You're doing good. If I was there, I'd pat you on the back. But go right ahead.
But
Your second overall picks.
Dude, I don't even. Oh,
A lot of good names.
oh my God, who was drafted this year? I always forget his name. Cam something, right?
You didn't say a name, so I won't give you.
Okay.
You're thinking of Cam Reddish, and he was a 3rd overall pick.
Yep. Scotty B, give me a number 2.
I'm trying to remember the guy's name from last year, and I cannot.
Really?
What team was he? Who drafted?
That I
Who
cannot. tell you.
drafted 2nd overall?
Was Jahlil Okafor a 2nd pick? Was he 1st pick?
I really cannot remember a 2nd pick. This is a
Okay.
straight bad
How about
one.
this? I will give you the team. Wow, I stumped you guys. All right.
Yeah.
The player that you're thinking of from last year, Washington Wizards.
He should have been. It was him and someone. I cannot remember their names. He had a long name too.
See, I always
It's 7
Forget.
letters between the first and last name together. It's a very short name.
I cannot. I have. I'm drawing a complete blank of who the number 2 pick was
Okay.
on any of
How
these.
about this? I'll give you guys the team. Okay. Dan Gracie, this year's 2nd overall pick was the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember who they drafted.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Like I remember the teams. I don't remember the players.
It was
Okay.
Dylan Harper was drafted number 2.
Dylan Harper was drafted number 2 this year in 2025. Point goes
Yeah.
to Scotty B. Dan Gracie. There's a lot of
Forfeit.
players on here, including one of your heroes
I know who
that is
Ben
on this
McLemore?
list.
No,
Is it Ben McLemore?
he got drafted by the
No.
Lakers. Got drafted by the Lakers. Was
Yes.
on the Bulls last year.
Yes, he's in
His
Cleveland
dad
now.
lost a leg.
Yes.
Alonzo.
Yes. Okay. Lonzo Ball was drafted number
was-
2 overall.
It was his dad lost a leg that
Yeah.
keyed it.
Yes.
You know
I'm
what?
glad.
That I recently saw a picture of him, and I was like,
LeVar?
I forgot this happened. He disappeared.
Yeah.
So Scotty B wins on a technicality. I'll give him to you guys because I'm sure the viewers at home are also scratching their head. 25, the San Antonio Spurs selected Dylan Harper number 2. The Wizards selected Alex Sarr number 2.
Alex Sarr,
in
that was
24.
it.
Sarr.
He was he
Brandon
was in
Miller
Australia.
Brandon
Yep,
Miller
Brandon
going
Miller
number 2 to the
from
Hornets.
Alabama. Yep.
22, Chet Holmgren going to the Thunder.
That's right, he got
Jalen
hurt.
Green going to the Rockets in 21.
Just got
James
traded.
Wiseman in 20. Ja Morant in
Oh, I forgot about
2019.
Ja. Yeah.
Marvin
That was Dan's
Bagley,
guy. Yep.
Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, D'Angelo Russell,
Oh my God,
Chicago's
all
own
these players I
Jabari
like.
Parker, Victor Oladipo, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and the last 2 I don't expect you guys to remember, Derek Williams and Evan Turner. That's a deep
Yeah,
cut, Evan
I
Turner.
remember both of those.
Yeah.
Evan Turner, Ohio State. He played forever. I like how. Do you notice how 60% of those players are no longer in the league?
Mm-hmm.
They're all still in the league.
What are you talking about? Evan Turner's not in the league.
That's
Jabari Parker's
the
not in the
point.
league.
Okay. Derek Williams is out. Michael. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So,
James
well,
Wiseman's not in the league. I don't know if Bagley's
Is-
still in the league.
Where's
Bagley is
Oladipo?
still in the league. He's a free agent. These are all, well, Victor Oladipo is kind of, all right, fine.
Yeah, like half of those more than half of those players are not in the league. Like the number 2 pick isn't been good. Has not been good.
Yeah, but they're still powerful names, man. They're still very
I know.
powerful names.
Yeah.
In college.
Can you guys guess who got drafted number 2 overall in 2008?
Was it Beasley?
Michael Beasley. Very good. Very good. I should have made it for the last
Also not in
17
the league.
years.
See,
Also
I
not
know
in the
that
league.
because that's when I got back into basketball, and Scott was like,
We need to draft Michael Beasley.
We were gonna get Michael Beasley, but we ended up with Derrick Rose.
Yeah. Well drafted, Chicago. Well drafted. All right, Scotty B, you stepped in as a participant. You stepped away from the host and stepped away as a participant and won yourself a Scottagory. Congratulations. You're a master at your craft and won your own game.
What is the third one? Because we were so terrible at the second one.
The third one, I can name them off real quick. I'll open it up.
No. Let's play it. Let's just play.
Can you? Okay. All right. So everybody knows the number one overall pick. How many of those number one overall picks in the history of the NBA have actually won a championship? So can you name to me all the number one overall picks who have won an NBA championship? You guys can just throw them out there because
LeBron.
This is just for fun.
Yeah, LeBron James. Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson.
Was Shaq drafted first?
Shaq was on there. Yep. You guys would have been great at this.
I want to say Michael, but I know that he wasn't.
Michael Jordan was drafted number 3.
Yeah.
But the player that was selected number 1 that year did win a championship.
I don't know who was number 1 that year.
That'd be Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh, Hakeem?
Was Larry Bird the number 1 pick?
No.
Probably
It wasn't.
Oscar Robinson. Kobe was not the number 1 pick.
Yeah, big
Oscar Robertson.
I know.
Yep. He won it.
You probably have Wilt. Probably number 1 pick.
Wilt was not.
Really?
What about
He was not.
Andrew Wiggins.
Andrew
There you
Wiggins.
go. Wiggins?
Yep.
Kyrie?
Was
Kyrie
Kyrie won it?
Irving. Correct.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis. Now we're heating up. You've gotten the top 3. Okay. There's a few names on here that are going to blow your mind.
Kevin Garnett.
Yeah, KG.
He was not the number 1 overall pick that year.
Really?
That was, I believe, Allen Iverson that got drafted number 1 that year.
He doesn't have a championship.
Wait, no. I apologize. That wasn't the Iverson year. Actually, it was
I can't
the
think of it
Iverson year.
anymore.
Well, he was the
Okay.
5th overall pick.
Yeah. So from top to bottom, we have Andrew Wiggins, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Andrew Bogut, Dwight Howard, LeBron James, the big fundamental Tim Duncan, Shaq, the Admiral David Robinson,
Timmy D.
Hakeem, Kareem, Mark Aguirre, Magic Johnson, Klay Thompson's dad, Michael Thompson, Bill Walton, Elvin Hayes, and then the rest I don't expect you to know. Cassie Russell, Bob Boozer, and Chuck Scher. It's very good. Very good.
I say Paul Pierce because he thinks he was the number 1 pick.
Sure. You still win no matter what. Dan Gracie, we're destined to make you win. We're going to set up a scenario where Dan Gracie wins.
It's okay.
Gentlemen, now that your reward for successfully playing Scottagories is the 4th one, and that is where we go on ranker.com, no sponsor, just no affiliate rather, and we take one topic and we ask you can you name the top 10 of a particular item that the internet votes for? And today, gentlemen, the ranker.com Scottagory is, can you name the top 10 Pringles flavors?
Original.
I dare you to talk smack about Pringles. I love Pringles. I don't get them because they're bad for you, but I love Pringles. It's like Scott and Pop-Tarts.
All right. Yeah.
Sour cream and
onion.
Sour cream and onion is number 1. I don't
Original?
like
Sour cream and onion.
Original is number 2. Good start. That's my favorite one.
Barbecue?
Barbecue is number 4.
Is there like a cheddar one?
Cheddar cheese is number 3.
I was going to say cheddar.
Gentlemen, for the first time in Scottagories history, you have gotten 1 through 4.
I'm going to throw a little wild one.
Ooh, I like getting wild.
Scott's probably going to hate it. Scott's going to hate this if it is on the list. Ranch.
Ranch is number 8.
You know what? I had ranch sunflower seeds, and they weren't bad. I'm just not going to have ranch dressing. I just don't think ranch dressing is good.
Yeah. Smacking or David?
Smacking.
Yeah, smackins are fire. Or Bigs.
They smack.
I love Bigs. Yeah, they smack. All right.
I don't even know any other flavors. Like, I don't get.
Think. I had the beer can chicken one the other day.
It's not good.
It's pretty decent though.
Oh boy.
I was digging it.
All right.
I was digging
Gentlemen,
Is there a ketchup flavor?
no, it's
Yeah,
not
or
on
like-
there. I have seen that though.
Okay.
But think me. Think me.
Italian?
Me. You're getting there. Me. What did I do?
Pizza?
Pizza is number
But
5.
yeah, I forgot about the pizza flavor. I'm not a child anymore. So
All right, you have 6, 7. 7's going to be a little difficult. 9 and 10. But they're all good flavors.
me.
Me.
Face. Is there more than one sour cream one?
There's more than one barbecue one.
Oh. What? Is it
So like
there-
sweet barbecue or honey barbecue
I'll give it to you because
or
it's
Korean barbecue. Like, what do you
No,
want?
no.
What do you
Oh,
want me
man.
to say here?
Memphis barbecue was number 7.
Okay.
Memphis. Okay.
Yep. So you
Salt
have
and
What does that
six.
classify as? Like,
Salt
is
and
that like a
vinegar
zesty?
is number 6. Very good. So you have 1 through 8 done. You're missing 9 and 10. You guys, wow. I don't know how you guys managed to name.
is
The
there a
first 8 in a row.
pickle flavor like dill pickle or something like
Oh
that?
yeah, probably.
Lord, no. Dill anything is terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible. I don't care if
Yeah.
people hate me for it.
No, like dill and like thyme overtake. Like a
They
little
do.
dill is just enough because if you
Little
throw
dill.
too much, it
Yeah.
overpowers.
What
It's
about
very dilly.
cheddar and sour cream?
Yeah, I was gonna say cheddar and sour
No,
cream.
I did see that. Those are good, but no.
Do they
all
just have like
dressed?
Do they have like a
What's
hot
that?
one?
No hot one. Well, actually, yes. The number 10 is a hot one, quote unquote.
Like spicy.
Is it like buffalo or something?
No.
What
Think
about
of more spicy in its original form.
like
like,
habanero or something?
jalapeno?
Jalapeno is number
Okay.
10. You're missing number 9. And I'll just give you guys a hint. It's one of my favorite soups. Nope. But I do love chicken noodle.
What's the color of the can?
I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't.
Favorite soup?
It's
Soup
my
of
favorite
Toscana?
soup.
Italian
Soup
wedding.
Toscana.
Zupa Toscana is amazing.
It is very good. Pringles, if you're
And if they-
listening, make soup Toscana flavor.
If you can make that a chip, I will buy the
Yes.
shit out of it.
It's not what it is, but I lied to you, Scott. My favorite soup is actually lobster bisque, particularly from Texas de Brazil. But this is a
That
close
sounds like a
second.
terrible chip.
Yeah, that would be an absolutely terrible
would be.
chip. But accordingly, think of a soup that coincides with what Pringles are.
Was it like a
You're getting there. You're there.
A loaded
Loaded
potato.
potato?
Yes.
okay?
Loaded potato,
Potato
Pringles
skin.
was number 9. A lot of people love sour cream and onions. I despise that flavor. I mean, I don't care.
Oh my
I'm
God.
against the
That's
world.
what got me hooked on sour cream and onion was the Pringles.
Really? Pringles?
Yeah.
They're not good. Original is my go-to. Pizza if I'm feeling a little jazzy, but that loaded potato one is actually very good. So very nice. Gentlemen, that was clutch. You guys hammered that away. I'm impressed. But gentlemen, we've reached that sad, sad time of the day where we stop talking about the Bulls and Pringles and how little you guys know the second overall picks. I'm still disappointed from that. And we have to say goodbye to Horniak Nation and the Bulls fans all around the world. What do you guys have for everybody before we take off?
Like this is unrelated to me, but like if you're in the Chicagoland area, I did see that, and you guys are probably gonna make fun of me for this because I'm a nerd. But there's a Spider-Man museum going on at the Science and Industry Museum. It's going on
Ooh.
till September. I'm going next month to check it out. So looking forward to that.
I would go, but I'll be having a newborn. That actually sounds fantastic. I wish I could go, but I won't be able to. Wait, is it started now?
It
Like, it's already here?
started. Yeah, it's already here. It started a couple months ago, I think, or last month, and it's going till like September, I think.
Oh, no
I think.
kidding. Maybe we'll go today. Oh, no, wait. No, we can't today. Tomorrow. Today we have party. All right. Scotty B, I know what you're about to say, and I'm excited. I just wanted you to say it.
I have 2 things. I think the first one's going to piss you off.
Let me guess.
First
ESPN
one.
sucks. I hate
No.
ESPN.
The first one is last week, 2 people told me the best Italian beef in Lake County is Orlando's.
Are you freaking kidding me? No, absolutely not. Dude, I have this ongoing feud at work where, okay, It's well known. My dad used to own a pizza place. At least you guys know, and I'm sure a couple people listening know if they're avid followers of the show. Nonetheless, we're since not in business anymore, and a lot of people at work are like, "Oh, Lano's is like the real best. They withstood the test of time. They got the best everything." So I'm like the asshole, and I hold off. I'm like, no, I don't want to order from there. We're not going there. So, but
Yeah,
their beef is
two people
okay.
told me. Two people told
First
me
off,
you get the garlic bread, beef, and it's really good.
First off, what is the sandwich called? You just say it because I refuse to.
Well, I have no idea. I have no idea what their menu is, and if they called it something dumb, they're dumb.
It's named after a female body part. Actually, we have it too. It's called the booty. They named their sandwich a freaking booty. Like, come on, man. That's such a gimmick. Best Italian beef. Dan's not going to agree with me.
In Lake County.
In Lake County?
If you say in Lake County.
Oh, it's hard to say. It's not Bono. It's not Portillo's.
Bono's up there. Bono's up there.
Bono's good, but it's a chain.
Portillo's is overrated.
Old Italian ovens was pretty good.
Yes.
Old Italian ovens. It's not the same. But
I would say I would put Luke's up there in Mundelein. Luke's is really good.
Is good.
They serve it on garlic bread as well.
Oh, you know what? I'll take Luke's. Yeah, Luke's is probably the best. Big Jack's used to be good. They went downhill. All right, way to piss me off, Scott. What's number 2?
I found a bone in my hot dog from them. So I found a bone in my hot dog from Big Jack's.
I can give you a second.
That's what you get for putting ketchup on there.
Yeah. There was nothing on it at the time. I took the first bite and I was like, "There's something hard in here."
Okay.
And then I never went back.
Second thing, recently did a guest spot on the Late Starters podcast. It's a Pokemon tabletop RPG, like Dungeons and Dragons type game. So that episode should be coming out in August. It was pretty great. It was mostly me talking shit to my wife the whole time. It was great.
In a respectable manner, right?
Debatable. She was talking a lot of shit too. So it was great. And then we will be recording soon a episode with the Horse Girls podcast. Same people. Yes. We did the Space Jam 1.
Yes.
And this one is Air Bud this time.
Yes.
Which I just rewatched that movie and I thought the dog played basketball on the team for a lot longer than he did. But
yes.
I need to still rewatch it.
He literally plays. It's one game. Don't do
that.
And it's not even the whole game.
Yeah, but yeah, Dan, you should watch it. Watch it again soon. Well, you're gonna have to.
I think if we do another movie one out other than Air Bud, we should do Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf would be a good one.
Okay, it's not a basketball movie, but okay, it's got basketball in it.
Okay, I see what you mean.
That's yeah. Might as well just.
How about this?
High School Musical too. Same thing. It's got basketball in it. It's not a basketball movie.
It ends with them winning the high school championship game.
Yeah.
Not a basketball movie?
But I just saw a clip. Do you guys remember Air Bud 2 at all or anything about it? The one where he's plays football.
Oh, you talk about Golden Receiver?
When he plays football. Yeah.
Yes.
There's actually a scene in there where a kid tackles the dog after he catches the ball.
Are you kidding me? Ladies and gentlemen,
like, it's great because like all the fans are like, I can't believe you did that. It's like, what is he supposed to do? He literally jumps and tackles the dog.
It's funny you mentioned that because I was watching it with my wife. I rewatched Air Bud 2 and I rewatched it with my wife, and we were looking at the previews to like Golden Retriever and then like World Pup, and then like we were watching all the trailers, and we got to Golden Receiver, and when they were tackling the dog, she got all freaked out. She's like, "Are they actually tackling the dogs?" Like, no. It's just it's fake. They're not really tackling the dog,
but they're
actually tackling the dog.
That dog gets tackled at one point. It's not. I think it's just a stuffed animal, but it's just funny that
Michael Vick was popular at the time.
Hey, he still takes a hit better than Kelvin Johnson.
Whoa! Don't be talking shit about Kelvin Johnson. Megatron was one of the best receivers ever.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
right
it.
Behind. All right, awesome. Well, thank you guys thank you all for tuning in and listening. This is a good show. This is one of my favorite ones here. This is going to go. Of course, they all are, but this is going to be top of the top. We are starting to put out, thanks to our newly discovered platform, Riverside here, we're starting to put out daily shorts about our podcasts here. So if you like watching it in short form and in a more shareable version of it, please go to our YouTube page, check out those shorts, and our TikTok as well. We're starting to gain some ground in TikTok. Scotty B and Dan Gracie and myself, we put out some very good shorts for the audience there. One particular thing, I actually have something today. Big shout out to one of my heroes, your podcaster's podcaster, the great Stacey King. Gentlemen, as many of you know, I put out the Guess the Mystery Player of the Day. I do them every single day. It's tedious, so go over there, check it out. Help us out, get those likes up. And the other day, I'll ruin it for you, I don't care. The Mystery NBA Player of the Day was our very own Stacey King. And I told Scott I'm going to tag him on Twitter and see if he actually watches it. Not only did he watch it, he watched it in its entirety and retweeted it. So big shout out to Stacey King. Thank you so much for watching that. And please, if you have time in your busy schedule, come on our show. We would love to have you. That's actually our dream. Our dream is to have Stacey King, Mr. Hot Sauce himself, on the show. So that's all I had. With that being said, we encourage all our Bulls fans and our Horniacs to see red, go Bulls, and please keep in mind, it's just Summer League. The regular season will be a different story. Good night, everybody.